What's up everyone, Alessandro here and welcome to this Bitcoin price analysis. Unfortunately, I have some bad news, guys. It looks like that we're gonna have here a breakdown and Bitcoin is actually breaking out right now to the downside from this pattern that we created here in the last couple of days. And unfortunately, right now we are at the edge basically to fall to much lower levels that we're gonna cover in today's video. Of course, we still can get saved, but unfortunately it looks like that the next move could be potentially to the downside. So we're gonna have a look into that, guys, and of course also we're gonna have a quick look into Bitcoin Hyper and maybe also some other meme coins and altcoins. Remember also to be subscribed on this channel. I keep you updated every day. Also sign up to KC Exchange right now. This is the exchange where I'm trading at right now because as you can see, you have currently 0 fees on everything. Just if you are a futures trader, so with leverage, and you're basically a market taker, then you're gonna pay 0.01% fees, but otherwise there is 0 fees on trading here and also 0 withdrawal fees. So definitely take advantage of that, guys, because right now it's of course very convenient to trade here on this exchange, KC Exchange. The link is here in the video description, and of course also if you want to check out the newest cryptos that are launching, here in the video description you find the complete list like Bitcoin Hyper, Maxi Doge, and so on. Of course, I'm not a financial advisor, guys. This is all no financial advice. The complete video and everything in my channel, of course, nothing is a financial advice. I'm just sharing you my own analysis, my own price predictions and market analysis. Basically, always do your own research as well. And also, maybe you're interested in trading Bitcoin and Ethereum locally in your country, peer-to-peer. Then maybe check out this local coin swap. I have discovered this trading platform. Back in the days, we used Paxful or local Bitcoins and so on. And local coin swap is currently the actual website where you can really trade peer-to-peer within your country. Maybe that's something for you guys. Everyone can create offers here, of course, and also take advantage of offers here. So check it out, guys. The link is also here in the video description. Maybe I put it right here somewhere in the video description. Maybe you never have discovered it, but of course you can check it out if you're interested. And now, guys, let's dive here straight into the 4-hour time frame for Bitcoin. Unfortunately, as you can see, we created here this nice support trend line. So we had this nice support here. Let me adjust that a little bit. And unfortunately, currently I'm in the 3-hour time frame. Sorry, guys. Unfortunately, here now it's right. This is the 4-hour time frame, and you can see that now, if we go into the lines chart, we tested now this previous support trend line 3 times as a new resistance, and unfortunately, it looks like that Bitcoin wants to continue to go lower. Also in the indicators, everything is shifted to the downside. No signs currently of a reversal anytime soon. So of course, it is possible that at least we are coming down to test $108,000, the next major support down here. But unfortunately, based on this pattern that we created here, this little symmetrical triangle, the breakout target should take us towards $101,000, guys. So be prepared for that move if you're trading with leverage right now. Of course, if you're shorting, then right now, of course, you still would be in time if you want to short. I'm currently not shorting Bitcoin because I just don't like to short Bitcoin. Of course, I prefer to wait for good long opportunities. And also here over on the daily time frame, also it's not looking too great. At the moment, the indicators are a bit mixed, guys, but if we zoom out here, if we go here a bit into the higher time frames, of course, then it starts to look a little bit ugly here for Bitcoin. And not because the trend is like ending or anything like that. I mean, we still have those higher highs and higher lows. And as long as we are above the 50 weekly moving average, currently right here at $101,000, perfectly matching with our breakout target here to the downside in the immediate short term. Everything, I mean, is still okay. We still have the chance to recover and to push towards new all-time highs. But unfortunately, the time is not in favor for us because time-wise, Bitcoin should be reaching the cycle top, the all-time high, basically by now. We are very close, basically, to reach the 4-year cycle for Bitcoin. And normally, every time that 4 years passed, basically the 4-year cycle was over, Bitcoin basically had already the all-time high, and afterwards we started a bear market. So watch out for this red line here that I put it here in this indicator, because this is signaling basically when the 4-year cycle is over. and then of course we start a completely new bear market, because also here you can see the cycle top was in and afterwards we just went down. Of course we had some rallies meanwhile, but they all failed. We never created again new all-time highs. Also here in 2017 you can see that we had this massive run up and then big crash after this red line. So this is basically when the 4-year cycle of Bitcoin ended. Here again, here we had the all-time high even before of that, way before, a few months before, and then we had a massive crash, some pump and dumps here again, but at the end we had this huge disaster, basically bear market. And the same thing happened also here in the very early stage of Bitcoin, somewhere here. But of course here Bitcoin was in the very early stage phase, and yeah, we had basically then afterwards a big rally. So if history repeats, who knows guys, but based on the time, we are running very late here to expect prices like somewhere up here at around 200k. Of course it's still possible, the opium is still here, we still have the chance to do that. We are right here in front of this line here, we are in October and just a few weeks are left until in theory we should start a bear market, in theory. And you can see that sometimes, especially in the months of October, things are moving very rapidly. So for example here also, as you can see in October, we started in 2021 in the previous bull run at around $48,000, and in just a few weeks here until basically the end of the year, until November, a few weeks, we rallied all the way from 48 up to $69,000, almost a 50% price increase. And we can repeat that again, even though the indicators are in overbought condition and we're getting sell signals. Even then, it is of course possible that just in a few weeks we see such a big run up. Also here in 2017, you can see that we got different sell signals up here, even here in October 2017, as you can see. We were trading at around $5,600, and also here we were in extreme overbought condition. We had several bearish divergences, sell signals, and so on. But you can see that from October to December, we had this massive rally from $5,000 all the way up to $20,000. And afterwards, basically after this red trend line here, this one over here, basically when the 4-year cycle of Bitcoin was over, we started the bear market. And this is of course very concerning, and that's why currently we have quite a problem, and the problem is the time, because we are really running out of time based on the 4-year cycle. Of course it is possible that we're going to extend this cycle, that maybe later on we're going to see the cycle top and then enter into a bear market, but of course we need to run there as soon as possible and not lose important support levels. Currently the worst time frame that currently I'm seeing at is the 2-week time frame, because as you can see, the 2-week time frame just had a bearish cross here in my indicators, everywhere bearish crosses, and every time that this happened we had basically a crash until we crossed again bullish. And yeah, I mean, if this move will take us way below $100,000, then I think for now the bull run is over, and yes, potentially we are entering into a bear market, maybe a crash down towards 70, 60k in 2026, and then maybe 2027 to 2028 and so on, start a completely new bull run that will take us maybe towards 200k, 300k, who knows that? No financial advice guys, but if in this bull run we are not reaching those numbers, maybe in the next one. And that means that the cycle top potentially is already in at $126,000 or $127,000 here. But time will tell. At the moment, we still have the chance to reverse. But if we don't see immediately Bitcoin having some good price action here to the upside, like gold is having right now, like silver is having right now, we have many AI stocks also pushing like crazy to the upside. If we don't see the same thing also for Bitcoin right now, then I'm afraid that for now the potential cycle top is in. And the altcoins of course also would get decimated if that happens. Even here for Ethereum currently is also building up this little symmetrical triangle within a bigger falling wedge potentially. So we will see where this one is going to break out, because if to the downside, we're going to retest $3,600. If we break out here to the upside, it's very likely that we're going to retest here $4,500 and then see what happens at this resistance. So also for Ethereum, we're coming to an apex here. We're coming to a clear resistance and support squeeze basically. So everything is just going sideways, guys. And at the moment, really, I don't have too bullish news. And on top of that, also the US dollar dominance is currently still pushing higher and higher. And also in the higher time frames, like the weekly and 2-week time frame, Also here we have everywhere bullish crosses, and if those bullish crosses now are basically bringing the US dollar dominance here into a massive breakout to the upside, then this of course would mean bear market for the crypto space, because as long as we were in this falling wedge, we were bullish, but once this would break out to the upside, then of course this is bearish for the crypto market, because we are inverse correlated to this US dollar dominance, so to this chart basically. So that's it for now, guys. I'm gonna wrap it up for now. I know that I don't have at the moment good news, unfortunately, so we will see what happens. I would be ready for both scenarios. So for both scenarios, what happens here if we break down now into a bear market, or if we immediately moonshot towards new all-time highs, be just prepared for both scenarios and then you should be fine. Alright guys, that's it for now. If you want to buy maybe into some new cryptos that are launching next, because I think that many of them, they have just greater upside potential than coins that are already out, especially if we would enter into a bear market, then I prefer to buy into low market cap coins that are not out on exchanges yet, like this big hyped one, Bitcoin Hyper that we have right now, and also some others like a Pepe Note, this new crypto game that is also currently going viral. So we're gonna have an update on those later on, but for now, that's it guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe to this channel, and also make sure to be also subscribing to my other channels, Rumble, X, TikTok, Telegram. All channels are here. We have a great crypto family in all platforms basically. So make sure to stay tuned, be subscribed guys. Thank you for watching and see you all in the next one. Bye for now.